So this customer had bought this buggy from a guy up in Colorado, I believe, and it's an older car, but still got good bones, still got some life left in it. So the chassis didn't have debris bars or a center tube in the X, so like the center of the roof just wasn't super strong. If you rolled over, the center of the roof could possibly cave in. So we went ahead and added a secondary dash bar right here, and then some debris bars that tie into that center roof tube up there. And then he also needed to lower the passenger seat, so we took care of that for him. And then he had this low car shifter in there, which is a nice shifter, but not really for rock crawling, because it's got this gated mechanism, so that basically you have to press this button to be able to move it through the gears. So we went ahead and added this Sand Hollow off-road speed shifter. Show you guys how this thing works. So if you guys aren't familiar with these Sand Hollow off-road speed shifters, the cool thing about them is that your first gear is going to be all the way in the back position. So if you're wheeling, just crawling, and you get into a bad situation that you have to go to reverse really quick, with a gated shifter you would either have to press that button or like a sidewinder go through the gates. But with this shifter, basically you can go from first, pop it all the way up, and that's reverse. So it's got this reverse lockout pin that you can put back here, so that if you slam it forward, it's just going to go to neutral for like street driving. If it's in like a Jeep or something that you're going to drive on the street and you don't want it to go all the way to reverse, you can lock that out so it'll stop in neutral. But for off-road, in those steep climbs, when you start to like tip over backwards and you need to slam it back into reverse really quick, this shifter makes it super easy to go from first to reverse. So we went ahead and added this in here for him, did the little mount. This car didn't have any cup holders in it, so we added 2 cup holders on each side here. I'm pretty tall in here, so the seat is on sliders, so it can go back. And you'll have a cup holder right here and a cup holder for the passenger. So lately we've been jamming on DIY chassis and welded chassis and all that good stuff, but there's some much needed trailer maintenance and upgrades that we need to do. So today we're doing something a little different. I'm making a toolbox for the tongue of the trailer that I'm going to put the battery in, and then have a little room on this side for straps and tools and whatever else I need. So I mounted a winch on the trailer that I'll show a little later, and this is the box that's going to go basically in front of that battery mount, winch mount. So I'm going to put one of these handles on the front. The jack is mounted right in the center So I'm gonna offset this to the side just a little bit. Simple little latch with a key so I can lock the box. And then I'm gonna mount this solar panel on the top. That way we can trickle charge our battery when the trailer is just being stored. All right, so it's the next night. Got a little bit of time to work on this thing. So the next thing I'm doing is adding a little, whatever you want to call this, little catch for the latch. So that comes down, catches on that latch. Just simple little round bar stock and two little tabs. Catches on that hook. Perfect. So I'm kind of just being lazy here, debating whether or not I want to put a second strut on the other side, which I think I probably should, because this one strut is like, when it latches and you release it, it's just barely not enough to push it open, but if you put your finger on it, it'll push it open. So I feel like with two struts, as soon as you release that lever, I mean, there it goes a little bit if you just kind of vibrate the box, but with two, it'll just spring open. So I feel like I shouldn't be lazy and just put the second strut on it. And there's plenty of room in this pocket over here anyway for that other strut to go, so I might as well do that. So I think I'm gonna do that right now. All right, 2 struts is definitely party mode on this thing. This thing shoots up now. But I think once those struts kind of wear out, it'll help give it some extra force to lift up, especially once we have the solar panel on there. Not that that weighs very much, but should be good. I like it. All right, so working on the trailer a little bit this evening before I run out of daylight, and I got some stuff done. Finally got the box mounted. So I got the box welded on there. I was gonna bolt it, but I ended up just welding it on for simplicity. But it turned out pretty good. Got the battery strap mounted, got the winch wired, 2 little grommets slip through there, pop out the back, and nice tucked up out of the way. So I've got to mount the solar panel on the top right here. That way we can trickle charge the battery for when it's just sitting out in the sun. But for now, that's good enough. I mounted the fair lead, and apparently I lost the hook to this winch, so I've got to get a hook or find that hook. But for now, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I've had this trailer for like 3 years now, and literally ever since I got it, I've wanted a winch on this trailer, and it's taken me this long to add it. So super happy with finally having a winch on my trailer, and it's kind of nice to have a little toolbox on the front too. I want to do probably 2 more toolboxes, one on each side of the tongue, because I use this trailer for work all the time, and just having a place to throw straps and some tools and stuff. Long term, I want to probably mount the generator to the front of the trailer and put a little spot for a welding bottle, and probably the welder, because I use this trailer for desert trips and stuff, so having the welder on the trailer would be super nice. So I apologize for the kind of randomness of this video. I've pretty much all the work I've been doing lately is just chassis. Got a lot of chassis on order, the DIY kits. Those are doing super good, but doesn't make for a whole lot of content to film. I did the one chassis video of putting one together, and then I just feel like after that it's kind of all repetitive. So this video is kind of just like an update of what's going on this week. We've got a lot going on in the next couple weeks. We got 2 weeks until the Offroad Expo. So if you guys are gonna be in the area, come check that event out. We'll be there with 2 of our cars, 1 complete, and then Andrew's rolling chassis. So come check those out, come hang out with us. And then right after that, the following Tuesday, we're leaving for Trail Hero. I don't have a car to drive. My buddy Russell's got a CJ that I'm gonna cruise around in, but I don't have a buggy that I'm gonna really do any wheeling. My plan for the week is kind of just to hang out with people, watch the trail breaker, watch the events that are going on, and kind of just spectate. But I am gonna bring my welder and my generator out, and I'll have some scraps and stuff. So if anybody runs into any issues that you guys need trail fix done or whatever, hit me up. I'll be out there. Let me know what you guys got going on. If not, hope I'll see some of you guys out there. Be kind of cool to meet some of the people that are watching the channel, and yeah, we'll just be out there to have a good time and hang out. Today's Friday. Come Monday, I will have some big changes coming, so I'm really excited, but I'm not going to spoil it yet. As much as I want to, I'm not going to spoil it. So next week, stay tuned for a big change in the channel, shop, business, everything. So yeah, wait for that to come. But other than that, I'm gonna call it a night, and I'll see you guys next week. I'm trying to stay on top of videos, but like I said, it's just hard because I don't really have a whole lot of like builds going on right now. It's mostly just DIY kits and chassis and all that kind of stuff, but soon we're gonna have a lot going on. So hopefully next week I'll have an update for you guys. After that, it'll be Trail Hero, Off-Road Expo, and all that kind of stuff, so stay tuned for that. With that being said, keep it classy, and I'll see you guys next time.